So I'm with Matt Cousins here from Inspire Estate Agents in Crawley. Matt, if you were sitting with me now in a coffee shop looking at buying a property, what would be the four top tips? So if we could start from your top tip number one on buying a property, what would you advise me?
Okay, so the first one's fairly straightforward, but you should always make sure you've got your finances in place before you start viewing a property. One, so you know you can afford it and you don't set yourself up for heartache. But two, it shows that you're a good buyer and gives you more credibility when you make an offer.
Yeah, fantastic. And tip number two, please.
Tip number two, that would be for anybody looking to buy a leasehold property. I always say make sure if you're buying a leasehold property, it's got at least 90 years on the lease. And the real benefit, or the real reason for that is if a lease drops below 80 years, it starts becoming very expensive to renew. So always make sure 90 years is on the lease.
Fantastic. And number three, please.
Number three actually is again to do with leasehold properties, and particularly in Crawley, ex-local authority leasehold properties. The main tip is you should always ask, has the roof been replaced? And the reason why, the properties in Crawley are at that age where they've either been done, or if they haven't, they're about to be done. And the cost to a buyer is in the region of £10,000 generally. So it's a big cost. So make sure you know that before you enter into a transaction.
Fantastic. Great advice there. Just shows how much you've been around the block there, Matt, in terms of, excuse the pun. Tip number four, please.
Last tip really is when you're on a viewing, always make sure you understand what the owner's position is. Does the owner need to find? Has the owner, just started looking? And that really helps when you come to negotiation, because if you know an owner's motivation, it helps you when you're negotiating on the property.
Thanks very much, Matt. We'll put your details in below so you can reach out to Inspire Estate Agents in Crawley. Thanks again, Matt.
That's great. Thanks, Pete.